This is going to be a lesson about the verb to be in the future and the past tense in Kashmiri. We've already looked at the verb in the present tense. This verb is very useful because it's used not only to say sentences like he is a man, she is a woman, but also to create other tenses. You use it like an auxiliary verb. We have already looked at some examples of this. Now we are going to start with the future tense because it's somewhat straightforward. It's a bit simpler than the past tense. We use this set of endings. These are individually pronounced u, ak, I, av, iv, and an. Well, we need the stem of the verb to be, which happens to be as. You simply put in the stem and add the ending and you get as. As, that is I shall be or I will be. Asak, that is you will be, or just you will be. Asak, ase, he, she, it will be. Asav, we shall be or we will be. Now we have iv. In this case, we don't get asiv, but usiv. That's why there's a little asterisk next to it. It changes the stem a bit. Instead of asiv, we have usiv, which is you in the plural will be. And finally, an, which forms asan, they will be. We're going to look at some examples, some sentences with these forms. Pretty much all of these can be used by themselves without any pronoun, but you can just add the pronouns as well, as we'll see now. B, as, paga, gaire. Word by word, this is I will be tomorrow at home. So I'll be at home tomorrow. T, asak, kailket, votmut. You will be, t, asak, kailket, day after tomorrow, votmut, reached. So this is in reference to, we are speaking to a male here, to a man here, because we say votmut. Mut is, it indicates that an action has been completed. If we were speaking to a woman, we would say tse asak, or rather tse asak in this case. Tse asak gölget wordsmut. Then we have su asi bihit, he will be sitting. That's exactly what it is, word for word. Su is he, asi is will be, bihit is sitting. And the feminine form, swa asi n yeti. Swa asi n yeti. She will not be here. Again, it's pretty easy or straightforward. So is she, asi will be, n is no. This is how we usually negate sentences. And yeti is here. Let's look at some sentences in the plural. Ish, asav, yavan. We shall be coming. That's what it is, word for word. And when we use this form an, yavan, for verbs, we usually mean to say that there's some action that we will continue to do in the future. So here, what we mean is that we will keep coming. We shall be coming. Ish, asav, yavan. Then, tuh, isiv, tate. Tuh is you in the plural. Isiv is will be. Tate is there, and this is the counterpart to yeti. Yeti is here and taiti is there. Tim, asan, tayar. They will be ready. Tim is the masculine plural in the third person. The feminine counterpart is tim. Tim, asan, tayar. If you have a mixed group, you will use the masculine, what I call the masculine variant. If you have an exclusively female group, you will say tim, asan, tayar. So that's pretty straightforward. Moving on to the past tense, it's a bit more complicated because it involves more endings, and as we'll see, it also has a few more stems. There's no straightforward as that we can just add these endings to. Instead, we have this set of endings that we have to use depending upon the gender and the number. So we have two genders, there's masculine and feminine, and we have different numbers for these. Well, if you look at it over here, you can count 5 different stems. And we'll see how to use them just in a moment. These are the endings, individual endings. Us, uk. There's no ending in the third person singular. There's this Y letter, which just basically indicates softening of the consonant. There's iv, and again the Y. In the feminine, we have us, uk, no ending, iv, u. So, b is I, we add the ending, us, b or sus. We use the first stem over here, which is a more rounded form, b or sus. So the stem and the ending both are rounded, b or sus. I was, this is masculine, b or sus. Now if you're speaking to a guy, we would say, t osuk, t osuk, you were. You can already guess what the third person singular masculine would be. We are not using an ending, so it's just going to be the stem, which is os. So ye, hu, su, os. These are the three different pronouns that we use. Ye refers to something that's nearby, hu refers to something that's far off, and su refers to something or someone that's simply not present. Now when we use this plural set of endings, the y, the iv, and the y again, we don't use os, but the stem changes to us rather. So we get us, we were, us. Yeah, us. Tui, usv, you were, tui, usv. And finally, yim, hum, dim, us. So the endings for the we form and the they form are they're similar, they're the same actually. And yim, hum, dim are the plural counterparts for yi, hu, su. We do something similar with feminine. It's pretty straightforward. If you're a woman, you'd say be'ursus. If you're speaking to a woman, you'd say t'ursuk. If you're referring to a woman, you'd say ye, hua, or swa, us, as, tui, asv, and yim, hum, dim, as. Now let's look at some example sentences. The one in the blue is the masculine form, and the one in the magenta or the pink is the feminine form. Be'osus raat gari, or be'osus raat gari. Word for word, I was yesterday at home. I was at home yesterday. T osuk bakan, or t usuk bakan. You were walking. Again, word for word. Su os yeti. Swa os yeti. So we are using different pronouns as well as different verbs. And we're also changing that adverb that we had earlier, yeti, and we are adding this kind of Y sound at the end, so that just makes the vowel longer. So we get yeti, suos or soos yeti. When we do this in Kashmiri, we usually are emphasizing something. So what we are saying is that that person, he or she, was here. They were right here exactly, or they were just here. You could just as well say suos yeti or soos yeti, but that doesn't have the emphasis on the here part. Looking at some plurals, us, ze, tandan, or us, as, ze, tandan. Word for word, we were you, or for you, looking. We were looking for you. Tui, usv, n, bozan, or tui, asv, n, bozan. Word for word, you were not listening. You were not listening. Tim us, topakarit bihit, or tim as, topakarit bihit. Okay, there's a little typo over here. It should say top and not topi. It should be an I with an accent. Tim us topakarit bihit, tim as topakarit bihit. Word for word, they were quiet with sitting, or quiet having done sitting. They were sitting quietly. That's it for to be in the past and the future. In the next lesson, hopefully we'll look at how to write Kashmiri in the various different scripts that there are.